Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here. Someone's asked me to just go back and try and refill as many of these as I can. I'm obviously up in the higher levels and I missed recording these on my main account, but I have managed to take them out with my mini. So here we go, stage 11, unboosted with my mini account. And we're just going to be heading up the left side, taking out the lookalike first, just because it's going to ruin me otherwise. And there we go, we want to get rid of those boom mines, just so we don't lose our heavies too quickly. And we definitely want to be shocking. You should be able to see that shock there. You can shock the 2 rocket launchers and all those mortars around. Definitely want to be doing that. And once you get up a bit further, so I'm retreating because I don't have any GBE to support my troops, and the rocket launchers are just going to fire over onto my Zookas. So that's why I retreated there. And we're just going to do a little bit of prep work at the top, start working on these sniper towers, because once we get there we don't want the heavies just getting smoked by them, and getting that shot going on the rocket launchers, because we definitely don't want them to take out our Zookas. They're our main firepower in the back. That's the whole point of Hooker, getting all the health from the heavies and all the damage from the Zookas. Definitely want to be popping those critters on the right hand side by the cannons, as I just did. That'll distract them for long enough. And there was a bit of a missed flare there, so I lost a bunch of troops, and we're just going to head back. But you definitely want to re-flare away from those cannons. No need to take them out. We use the GBE for those 3 sniper towers, and then we should be able to tuck into that corner. So I reloaded up and went back in. And as you can see, there's not too much in between us and the core now. Shield generator is way over the bottom right, and we don't really want to go looking for that, although you could. And then we're just getting in here, doing a couple of shocks, and just taking out the defenses that's in the way of us hitting it from about 6 o'clock. And then we're just going to retreat or reposition further down. And as you can see, the cannon is actually picking me off, so I'm just going to do a quick re-flare. So you want to be about 630 for the takedown, and the cannons will take down your heavies. So depending on how you're going in between these attacks, you could switch to AZ or Zooka, and then your Zookas will be positioned far away enough from the core that they won't get hit by the cannons. There we go, nice and early medkit. Feel free to go and make yourself a brew while you're killing down the free sniping the core down. Free sniping is whenever you're hitting the core and nothing else can hit you. And there we go, we got stage 12 down in 2 attacks. So let's see what we did. It's actually pretty big and scary at first glance. Got rid of the lookalikes on both sides because I don't want my meat shield disappearing from one side to the other. All those heavies just going across. But the Zookas would have been out of range of the lookalike, but we definitely don't want the meat shield disappearing. So we're just going to land on the right hand side. There's plenty of free GBE around. Those critters are going to do a nice job of distracting everything that's there. And we just basically want to clear out a spot so that we can finish around about 3 o'clock. You could get rid of the speed serum before you go in. I chose not to, and then I counteracted it with the cryo bomb on the left. And we're just re-flaring to get rid of defenses around the 3 o'clock. And that's all we're doing there. And we're just going to carry on going until our troops are dead. That's fine. Especially, this is really helpful if you've got a mini account. You can always just go until all your troops are dead, reload, and jump over to another account. So I just realized that I've got so much GBE, I needed to spend it all. So I actually had to flare away just so I had time to spend all my GBE. So from all of these buildings, all of these defenses, all the way up here, you're going to have a lot of GBE. And then we just had 3 Zookas left, and we just let them hammer the core, completely out of range of the mortar and the sniper tower. So that was good. And then we just had a little bit more health to put down. So I only deployed 7 Zookas, wasn't patient enough for the full load. There you go. 3, 3, and 1. and then we're just going to flare into that nice spot. I think we do, yep, there we go, GBE the mortar down so the safe zone is a bit wider, and now we're just going to hit it from outside the sniper dead zone, and it's going to go down. So there you go, that's going to do it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to push any further. I'll tell you what, we will actually have a look at stage 13 and I tell you how I would do it, but I don't think my troops are going to be strong enough to get it done. But for some of you guys, higher level guys, maybe even in the 30s, mid 30s, even 40s, and then obviously above that, you'll probably be able to get it done. And because I got 8 attacks, I could actually just use a bunch of GBE attacks or a bunch of attack and retreats. So what are our options here? First option, if you have critters, use GBE to destroy this rocket launcher and mortars, just artillery right in that corner in between the three and take them down. You'll want to barrage sort of the machine gun, mortar and sniper tower, and they'll get rid of enough mines, and then also bart out that mortar. Make sure these defenses are all destroyed, and then you might have to retreat and then go back in, and then drop critters right in between these 3 cannons. And if you're quick enough, you can do like a shock and then drop all your critters and destroy all those cannons. The shield, make sure the critters try and focus on the shield generator first, because that'll be a lot quicker than grinding down the shield itself, and then just let them go onto the core. And that could take you anywhere between 2 to 4 attacks. Another good option if you've got the GBE for it is to probably clear that rocket launcher and mortars still. Maybe get rid of this one and definitely all the mines around it you'll need to get rid of, and sneak Zookas sort of 2 smoke landing on the beach, anchor them up by this cannon, and then flare right up in between the cannon and the mortar, and then you just want to clear out those defenses using a few shocks and things, and then hammer down the core from the right. So those are my thoughts for stage 13. Hopefully that covers off a little bit better for you guys, and I'll be carrying on with my main account, trying to push, see how high we can get. So that'll do it for today. Make sure you comment down below, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more. Boom, boom, cha.